Hi everybody, and welcome to my second match in this tournament, Seaside-Mix. It's the second stage of the Swiss stage, and I'm playing crlundy. So what do we have on this board? There's no village. I mean, you can summon stuff to act as a village. Could summon secret cave. There's magic lamp. It would be nice to pop that. For trashing, we have a doctor and amulet, and he goes with an amulet. So do we want to do that as well, or do we want to overpay one for a doctor here? I think the doctor is not bad. For trashing here, you have different ways to put stuff in your discard that you want to get rid of once you are thin. I'll try for the doctor play. Of course, would be nicer to it would be nicer on a 5-2 start, but that's also okay, I think. And here I will get a dungeon, I think. He gets one as well. And name a state with this doctor, I guess. I mean, there's 3 coppers and 2 estates in there, so naming copper has a better chance to hit. It would also be nice to get rid of the estates. Well, since we also already trashed the copper, right? Gonna name a state here. Get rid of 1. And here, like a secret cave maybe. Here we can play our dungeon and hope to draw into doctor. I think we're terminal limited, right? So I don't know if we want to get Hags, but maybe. Dense will be nice, I think, for drawing. As a way to non-terminally draw. We do draw the doctor. There's 2 estates. Well, no, there's 1 estate down here. Copper lamp and the secret cave. So I guess we will name a state as well. We hit 1, which is nice. And I think second dungeon is also nice here. So far, I think the trashing has worked out nicely so far. Oh, he does activate his lamp, which is pretty nice. So I guess we don't discard here, and then we can get rid of a lot of coppers. Like there's estate copper down here. We already have 2 coppers in the discard. We discard more coppers, we can just trash them all. And yeah, we discard 2 coppers here, so we are guaranteed to trash 3. Then we have, what do we have left in our deck then? Right now we have 5 coppers, a lamp, which means we'll have 2 coppers in the lamp, which is enough to buy a silver. And then here we can get rid of the last estate, buy a silver, and then we should also be able to pop our lamp on our next turn. So how do we do this? Discard copper estate, don't play the secret cave, so we can play the dungeon and discard cave and estate. Then we can trash the estate and buy a silver. So now we have dungeon cave, copper lamp, silver, and the doctor. That's 6, right? So we can pop the lamp. We can't play the second dungeon, but that's okay. And he goes for the swamp hack. Yeah, I'm not sure if we want any. I think we will be able to deal with these curses nicely. So here we discard dungeon and copper, right? Then we play the cave. I mean, well, we could discard 2 coppers, which guarantees that we can trash 1. So that's better. And then we have dungeon, cave, copper, silver, doctor, magic lamp. That's enough uniques. So what are we gonna get for? I mean, you can get actions by summoning stuff, but well, and traveling fair gives you bias, so maybe there is something to be said about well, there's a way to get actions here. For 4, do we want a flag bearer? I don't think so, right? It's terminal. Let's just get a silver here. Well, he's got the hack out, right? So buying a silver will give us a curse. I don't know if we necessarily want that. And also to get actions we have to summon secret caves, which is not... they are not the best card ever to have in our decks, but they are also not bad. So Yeah, I don't think we want a silver with a curse. We'll just pass. So what do we wish for? I think we do want to wish for a hag. He's not as thin as we are, so the curses might become problematic for him. It's 9. He had 2 dents out, so nice draw for nice hand size for him this turn. Let's see what he gets. Swamp Hag is also nice to spike higher numbers to buy traveling fair and then some stuff. He goes for a province already. Alright. I think we don't want to discard with the cave, right? We have all our wishes in this hand. Here. So what do we want to wish for? One is gonna be Hag. Then maybe one is gonna be Den of Sin. Another one for gold maybe, and then we have 5 and can buy a second Hag. There's a copper on top. Yeah, let's do it like this. Wish for the Hag, wish for the gold, and wish for the Den, I guess. Maybe that's not sure. We need a Den. I think we can draw up everything we want, right? Let's actually wish for a second gold, I think. Just buy the Hag, put it on top so we draw it, and then we can buy dens when we need them. Right now we don't really need to draw from the dens. That might be wrong, but let's see. Still not sure if summoning stuff is gonna become relevant. It seems like a lot of work for just getting an extra action. But it might be worth it at some point to get rid of some curses with doctor stuff. Could also just go for provinces now. So here, what's our top card? Dungeon, right? So we discard Doctor and Copper. Play this dungeon. Put the Hag in play. We have 11, which means we could buy Traveling Fair, then summon like a secret cave and buy a 4 cost. Maybe Amulet. Maybe Amulet could be nice now. Oh. We could also just buy a province and go like single province. Because I think we will hit that pretty consistently. Well, I would like to have a way to get rid of curses though. Well, he's not gonna put his Swamp Hag in play every turn. He only has one. So let's just go for the province. I'm not sure how much you can build here. But it might well be wrong to not do more. So here we don't draw into our Swamp Hag. There's a secret cave, dungeon and Swamp Hag on top, so playing the Doctor doesn't do anything for us. Yeah, not sure. Maybe building a little more is the way to go here. It's just too costly to get actions. So here we will probably not hit 8 unless we draw really lucky. Would need to draw our 2 golds and the silver. He has 3 dents and I have none. So he's gonna draw better on average. There's a gold on 6. So we'll just put our Swamp Hag in play. He had his Swamp Hag out on this turn where we missed everything, which is kinda nice, so we didn't have to take a curse there. He's probably gonna hit 8 here to buy a province. Comes with a curse though. Well, doesn't look like he hits 8. He discarded with his secret cave, so he probably had a lot of junk in his hand. So maybe he will summon here. It would be a nice spot, right? Because he doesn't have to take a curse. Yeah. This is a nice draw. Get to put the Swamp Hag in play. Buy a province. And here we hopefully draw into it again. It's a nice starting hand. So if he hits province here, it will come with a curse for him, right? Then he would be at 18. Okay, so we can't buy province here, right? Because it will come with a curse and he's gonna hit 8 on his next turn, pretty sure. Let's play the dungeon first. Discard Doctor and curse. Well, doesn't matter anyway, but we don't want to play this secret cave, right? There's a gold on top. So do we buy a duchy here? It also comes with a curse, which sucks, but guess we've got to, right? We want to take a points lead. And there's gold on top and what else? A copper, I think, and a province. Yeah, that's fine. So here we buy duchy. So if he buys one here, well, we're gonna dance on duchies a bit and give out curses to each other. There might be a spot where I can play Doctor because I don't draw my Swamp Hag, and then it would be pretty nice if I can trash out the curse out of my deck. And there will also be opportunities to discard with Secret Cave now that we only have to hit 5 instead of 8. So we should be pretty consistent in hitting 5, I guess. Let's see. He seems to be thinking about, well, maybe what's on top here, or I don't suppose he wants to buy a province here, right? Does he? Might also be thinking about summoning. But then that would leave him at a points deficit. And then I could take province here if I hit 8. unless he trashes the curse with his amulet, right? So I've got to be careful about stuff like this. So let's see if we can find our second hag here. We can't. And we also drew the curse, so there's no reason to play this doctor. Just discard. We also didn't have to take a curse here. The amulets is kind of nice now for getting rid of the curses, if you have the actions to play it. A bit easier than with Doctor. We were a second player in this game, which might matter. In the case of a tied score, I guess, is what I meant to say. So he buys a duchy here, I guess. Also free of a curse. Play the hag and buy a duchy. And here there's a doctor and a curse. And our cave. No, not our cave. Doctor curse and copper, I think. Oh, we had the copper in hand here. Probably another duchy. We're gonna hit 5 again anyway and put the Swamp Hag in play. So that's pretty nice for us. So if he buys duchy here, we also buy one, then he gets to buy the last. Which means he will be, well, it depends, right? If he can buy this one duchy without taking a curse, which it doesn't look like we will be able to, we would have been tied. So well, maybe he's got no, well, no. He can't pass, right? He's just gonna buy province then. So I think we have to take this. I was thinking about summoning something on this turn and then buying the Dodgy on the turn where he doesn't have Hag out, but then he's just gonna buy Province and we will be in trouble. It would be nice to like summon an amulet and maybe get to trash a curse that could give us a tie if he buys the Province. It could actually be a win even. So if we buy Duchy here, we will have 27. Then he buys the last Duchy and he will be up to 28. And then we can summon an amulet, I guess. Maybe we get to play our Doctor. Not sure. I'm gonna buy it here. Well, there's 2 curses, so we won't be able to hit them with a summoned amulet. It's not gonna miss 5 here, right? Doesn't. Okay, so here, let's see what we draw with this. So we might get lucky and hit a curse here with the Doctor. Yeah, nice. We don't have a Hag out now though. We did discard with our Secret Cave. I mean, this could also be, doesn't have Hag out, this could also be Den of Sin. Which might allow us to take the tie if he buys Province here. Doesn't have his amulet out, right? So if he buys Province and gets to trash a curse with amulet, it's looking pretty rough for us. We also don't have a dungeon out, so I think putting a den in, buying a den here should probably kind of important, right? Find our dungeon. Find the 2 golds maybe. Oh, there they are. Let's see what he does here. So if he buys a Province here, I just take the tie. If he does a Province and doesn't get to trash a curse, that is. Let's see if he manages to hit 8. He's got 1 gold in his deck and a silver, and I guess 6 coppers. So he does have some amount of money, but and also he has a decent hand size. gets to trash a curse and buy the province. Well, another way would have been to hit 12 here, but that's pretty much not possible for us, right? For province and estate. Alright, so what do we do now? We have to hope that he misses 8 on this turn. The gold, he did he did use his gold here and 2 coppers. He also doesn't have like a swamp hack or secret cave in play, so he might miss. I think summoning amulet. Well, we need to draw a curse for that to do anything for us. And then we could buy like an estate with it. We could also summon like a doctor, but I don't know if that is a good idea. It would be nice to find the dungeon here, but anyway. We could also do like a doctor overpay for 7 here, but that makes those golds miss, which I don't want. So let's just summon an amulet and yeah, just buy an estate. Well, there was no swamp hack down here. I didn't track that correctly. It was a dungeon at least, but so he'll probably put his hag in play here, right? Well, it did miss the shuffle, so it's not in here. There's just another curse, which makes it harder for us. Could have had a tie here again. Or maybe he just has 8. So we need him to miss another time, which discarding with the secret cave makes it harder for him to miss 8 again. But we could get lucky. So here, oh, there's the swamp hack. Alright. So he's pretty much guaranteed, right? He will get $6 at the start of his next turn, and he has the den in play. So here we will name curse. Don't find any. Yeah, so we just summon stuff. here. Could summon like a flag bearer to draw a bit more, but he's probably just gonna finish on his turn here. If he doesn't finish, he can buy an estate, right? And we won't be able to catch up again. I'll just summon the flag. I think it will be over now. Would need a hand of like all green pretty much. Alright, so the first one goes to crlundy. Let's see what the next kingdom will bring for us. We also get to start this one. Yeah, maybe would have been worth it to build a bit more that last game. I'm not sure. So here we can ferry stuff. There's no plus actions here. So we'll play with like a wharf in play each turn, I guess. So would have been nice to ferry replace, but since we are action limited, maybe just ferry wharf and buy one. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. And then we can trash with research or with church. Maybe get some caravans on top. Might be nice to move ferry to the caravans and then buy lots of those, and then you can draw decently. Balling for stuff's also nice, of course. Goes for the Wharfs as well. Here, second Wharf, I guess. Hope to draw it, we do. And then treasure, I think. Well, we can ball, right? So let's do that. I guess research. Church is really slow. So is research, but will be a bit faster with the copper trashing later. So we can ball for research in the caravan. We could also ball for 2 researches. Don't know if you want 2 researches though. Let's go research caravan. And then I think we want to move Ferry to caravans and just get lots of those. And then put some money into our deck. You could also do like artificers. This is nice, drawing the research. So for 3, let's ferry caravans. He does that as well. Okay, so here this could be 3 caravans, but I think I like Artificer Caravan. Artificer can also gain us caravans by just discarding 2 cards, which is pretty nice. We see the research with an estate again, so our draws are going pretty well in this game. Let's see if we can manage to find our second Wharf as well. He had a nice turn as well. He had only 1 card set aside with Church, so he's almost drawing deck as well. He goes hard for the caravans here. Yeah, nice. We find the Wharf. Set the Artificer aside, and this can be, well, 2 caravans. Would have been nice to find the copper to get 3, but it's alright. So I guess we won't get 2 Artificer for caravans a lot, because they will just run now, if he continues to go for them as he did. But we have 4, I think, right? We bought 2, we had 1 in play and drew 1. Okay, so here use it to put a caravan on top. Oh, that was nice of him to let me grant that. Let me do that. Here we have 7. Which might it might again be Artificer Caravan. We could also just get the last 2 caravans and the silver. I think that's fine as well. Yes, the Artificers won't gain us a lot more stuff, I think, right? Well, we could ferry them and then gain them for 3s. Don't know if that's worth it though. I mean, they are cantrips. Maybe that's okay. But maybe we just add golds. You can also ball for them. I think just silver. Oh, I mean, discarding 3 for an artificer and then drawing it up. So he gives 1 coin again. That's kind of okay, right? I'm not sure. We do have lots of caravans now. We've got 7 to his 3. I think it's a big first player advantage on this board. So let's do the thing we talked about. Use this. Use this again. We won't use it another time. There's 6 coppers in there. We will research an estate to put 2 aside and play the wharf. And this can be a gold or 2 more artificers. I think I want a gold. So it's looking pretty nice for us. We shouldn't throw this game. If we don't manage to throw it, I think we should win. Our deck can do a lot more. So he buys an artificer and a gold here. Yeah, we do this stuff again. I think we can empty them now and then start on provinces. We don't need this last one, right? There will be 2 coppers here, so we will be up to 11 of this. Which will be province and something. Just be province, and we could ball for like artificer silver. I think that's alright. There might even be possibility to just empty estates now on our turn. Like with 3 buys, we will need 6, and then we would need to discard 5 times, 2 cards 5 times of our artificer. Our hand size here will be 10. Well, we can also just could ball like twice. Then we will only need to discard 4 times of the artificers. Let's see how we draw here. So he's gonna buy province, I guess. Goes for gold. I mean, we can also just hit 15, which I guess should not be a problem, and then we can ball 3 times, and then we just need to discard twice. So let's not discard right now. We want to find our wharf. There it is. So right now we're at 11, 12, 13. If we play those 2 artificers. So we need 2 more coin. So what's down here? There's 1 more caravan. I think another artificer. There's a silver, a research, and a copper, I think. We would have to discard like copper province and then afterwards estate copper, which would leave us with 13, and then we would need to draw the silver, which would be a little less than 50%, right? So I don't think we want to go for this ball stuff here. Just double province if we can, I guess. Yeah, just double province. No need to go for that pile out when it isn't guaranteed. Okay, so let's draw on here. If we hit double here, we're pretty. It's looking pretty good. Also, if we just single because he won't triple. So maybe we could research something here. Let's draw on with this artificer for now. Don't want to research it. We could research this caravan. Right now we're at 10. I think we're gonna draw on for now. So I guess we can just research a copper. We're at 10 now. Well, we weren't before, I guess. I miscounted. We're at 10 now. Depending on what we draw with this wharf, we might hit like 13, but it's not too likely, I guess. We buy a province, he doesn't have the money to triple, right? So just do this. With a silver, I guess. And then we can hopefully double now, or just by single. I mean, he's pretty much out of options, right? What is he gonna do? If he doubles, I'm not gonna miss 8. If he just buys like single province and 2 duchies, that leads nowhere as well. So we just draw here. See if we can hit double, right? This is 9 with 3 artificers is 12. Well, maybe how many cards is that? 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can just yeah, we can just discard here. I mean, yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gains us a province, and we buy a province estate. Alright, I will be right back. let's find out what the next board will bring for us. This one, he will be starting again. And that was the first game I managed to win in this tournament so far. So here we have some kind of board. Got wharf, bridge troll, we've got villages. So everything we need. Everything you need to build something that just piles. And how do we open? Like a dungeon plot maybe. Or vessel plot. Because it would be nice to hit 5. Or like wishing well plot. You don't have to open sinister plot anyway, right? But I think it's nice. Could also be like silver plot. Let's do silver plot. This vessel is also alright, but on wishing well. Would be nice to hit 5 for a wharf. I'm not sure about this opening. Silver is always a bit uninspiring, but having one isn't bad here. I mean, there's no trashing, but 1 silver is okay. And we do hit 5 without the help of our silver, so this is gonna be 3 or 4, I guess, the next hand. Let's get a wharf. It's 2. So maybe, I mean, we could just draw 1 to at least buy a dungeon. I think I'm gonna do that. Not sure if that's correct. Using sinister plot for these small draws early on, but I think I like it. Just get value out of it. He can top deck a wharf here, but I guess this hand already has one. So maybe he wants to top deck like a farming village. Yeah, that's what he does. We will add our token here. Oh, he also did use his sinister plot, searching for the wharf, I guess. Could be second dungeon, could be farming village as well, but we don't need it at this point. think second dungeon, and hope that our wharf does not bottom deck here. I guess if we use plot we can guarantee to draw it, right? Don't know if that's worth it. Could also help us hit 5 though, right? Just gonna do it. Yeah, and top deck a wharf. That's pretty great. And we will find a dungeon here again, play this wharf, so that was a perfect draw, pretty much. And now we want farming villages and bridge trolls as well, I guess. So first we add a token, play the wharf, discard these. Okay. So this could be, we need actions before we can play these bridge trolls, right? Could be like a farming village, caravan guard, farming village wishing well. I think we won't be able to play the caravan guard right away, but later we will probably be able to play them sometimes. He places bridge trolls. So I think that's alright. So this isn't the best starting hand, but we're gonna draw with our wharf first, and then we can see if we wanna use our sinister plot or not. Let's see if he did use his plot, searching for his wharf. There it is. Got through his deck nicely. I guess he's like wharf farming village for him now. Yeah, he wants to put them into play, like he wants 2 wharfs as well. So first the wharf. I guess now dungeon because we have stuff to discard. Yeah, and I don't think we need to use the plot here. Can just add a token. Well, it would suck if we hit, if we miss 5, right? How likely is that? We're gonna look at 4 out of these 6 cards, and we need to find like 2 coppers or silver copper. There's also a farming village in there, caravan guard, and the rest is silvers and coppers, right? So I think we're guaranteed to hit 5, right? So we don't draw here. Play the caravan guard. And we leave the farming village on top. Which is nice. So here a bridge troll and another caravan guard. And then here we can hopefully buy like a bridge troll and farming village. He does have 3 farming villages already, so he can support more actions than we can at the moment. He could go like Wharf Bridge Troll here. Goes for a traveling fair. Not sure about that. I think I would have liked Wharf and a troll more in his position there. But anyway, let's play the Wharf first. Think we want to use the plot now to guarantee, well, not guarantee, but make it more likely to draw our second Wharf. Discard these. I mean, maybe it was not the best idea to play that dungeon, right? Because there's some amount of junk in here now. So need more. This could be Bridge Troll Den to help us draw, and Den doesn't use up one of our actions. I think I like that. Yeah, seeing the starting hand, the Den is direly needed. That was a nice farming village, skipping 2 estates. Does get 2 trolls in play, which we hope to be able to do as well. And now we need more farming villages. We've got 1, so he's got 5 to our 1. Play the Wharf, the Den. We will add a token, add a dungeon. I wanted to, well, didn't matter anyway. I mean, this is not exactly ideal again with our top deck. So it could be like Den, Bridge Troll, farming village. We want to, well, need to mine piles now. There's also traveling fair for extra buys to empty those 0 costs. He did use his sinister plot here. So maybe he's, well, let's see. Let's see if he takes like 3 farming villages here to deny me. Yeah. Wharf and 3 farming villages and then caravan guards. Okay. So let's think for a bit here. Play the dungeon first. We have the estates to discard. So we've got we don't have, well, the coin removed this removed the minus coin token from bridge roll. So we have 7 coppers and a silver in our deck, so that's 9. So we could buy 4 traveling fares, which would give us 4 additional buys. And with the troll and the wharf out, we have total of 5, but it would be 9 buys, which is not enough to empty stuff, or like estate, carry on guards. So maybe, I guess we want to not use the plot here. So we want more buys. Anyway. Oh, I miscounted, right? Got 2 bridge trolls, so that would have been 6 buys. Could have been well, now we have 6. Could be 9 buys, but that's not enough for like a tie or something. He did put like Wharf on top, right? So so what's our best what's our best course of action here? So next turn there's a wharf down here that we want to play. We could play 3 actions potentially, which is already like 2 wharfs and a bridge troll. Would be nice to get additional trolls into play, I guess. Could pop the plot. If we lower trolls, he might be able to finish anyway, right? So if we buying 2 trolls would well, then we would need to play them all, which is also kind of unrealistic, right? I think I'm gonna get a den. then troll. Let's buy one then. Is there like more trolls? They don't particularly help with this traveling fair to empty like estates and caravan guards plan. Apart from giving us buys, but we could also get buys by using coin. So we could just get like silvers, but like if he buys like if he buys enough points, that plan won't work anymore. But we need to finish this quickly, I think. Could also go like a bridge troll, duchy, bridge troll, duchy, and 3 silvers. And then we have some kind of threat to empty stuff. We also have our plot ready for the next turn. I'm not sure if this is like any good at all. Let's see. We also have the threat of like emptying Troll's Caravan Guard now. But of course, well, if he gets 2 more buys, just ends it, right? Well, he does have all his trolls in play. He can end it though, right? 2 traveling fairs. That leaves him with 7, but that's not enough for... Well, it is enough, right? Well, no. It is, right? He has 9 buys, so he can empty Troll's Caravan Guard and buy like Duchy Estate with it. So we've got to hope he doesn't see it. I guess that I'm not sure if that troll buy was needed, because can't play like Wharf, my 2 Wharfs and the 2 trolls I have in my deck. So maybe that was a bit stupid, because it allows him to win here. Goes for a province, so unless there's another line, we got lucky here that he didn't see it. And that might still allow us to do this some kind of pile out on the caravan guards, bridge trolls and duchies. That's a lot of buys that we need as well. Alright, but we do have some kind of opening. I guess. Let's use the plot now. So we wanna use one wharf, I guess, here. Hope to find, do not find the farming village. Okay, what does that leave us with? We put a troll in play. We will have $12. Which is, we'll have 5 buys. Which could be 11 buys. So we need 9 points for a tie. So dungeons and caravan guards are 9 buys, which means we need 4 traveling fairs, which leaves us with 4. Yeah, that's not enough. So put a troll in play. I guess. So there's no way to finish, right? So maybe just like 2 provinces and a den of sin. 2 provinces and a duchy. Puts us at 21. Then we have to hope he can't finish. And let's go for 2 provinces, duchy, and 2 wishing wells, I guess. Should be fine. Hope he can finish. He gets a nice start to his turn, but that's kind of expected, right? He's got lots of farming villages in his deck, so no surprise to see them all here. So it looks like he will get through his deck and put everything into play, which makes me think he will have a finish. We can play the caravan guard. Well, not sure how much does he need. Not enough, I guess, right? 7 buys would be enough for this, but not enough money to also score. next turn he will be able to draw with his blot again. He could buy like, could buy like 5 duchies, I guess, but doesn't seem that promising. Then I will have like a pilot, probably. He needs some amount of luck with our draw here. He does need to score, otherwise I will. It's pretty likely I have like a pilot anyway, I would guess. Buys a traveling fair, so well, maybe he found a pilot that I haven't seen. Oh yeah, he can do the estate caravan guard pilot. That's nice. Yeah, so we had to hope for something there. Okay, so we are into the last board now, which I will start again. See what we get. Wait a minute, did I already change this? Yes, right, I was second player in the last one. Okay. So there's Captain. Nice. Can be played as patron, messenger, and flag bearer, I guess. So and you can gain villagers that way. The captains that you play at the start of your turn as patrons, they give you villagers that you can use. How do we start out? I mean, could be like patron, enchantress. Don't know if we, well, it's not so easy to get actions here, right? Until you play your captains, that is. I think patron and enchantress. It's nice. There's also star chart. You might get that on our second shuffle. Could also go pageant enchantress, but I like the patron to maybe save up a villager. Goes for the enchantress as well, and let's see what he gets on his 4. gets a caravan. So I think second enchantress here. This might get enchanted, which would get us up to 5. It doesn't. It's also okay. I think patent. There's nothing of big value right now that we would want star chart for, at the moment at least. And this should help us hit 6 for a captain. Get to hit his enchantress bottom decks, and we enchant his caravan, which are both well, which means it's going good for us, basically, the shuffles. Okay. So here we get to buy a captain, and we want to do that, I think, because we want to acquire villagers with captain. He bought star chart. Now, this will be another captain, I guess. And then we want Wharfs at some point. I think second captain is okay for now. So what do we enchant here? Our bottom card is estate, I think, right? I'm confused. It would be nice to hit 5 here to buy a wharf, I guess. Let's enchant the enchantress, play patron and captain, so we can hit 5. It was an estate, okay. And buy the wharf. He's got a captain as well, and gets a second one. Get a villager, patron, enchantress, and a second dwarf, I think. And then I think a star chart would be nice at some point now to top deck Wharfs and stuff when we shuffle. So we wanna enchant the enchantress, I think. Captain as patron and play the wharf. Okay, and this could be 8 for wharf and star chart. And put a wharf on top. It might, well, enchantress might hurt us here, but it doesn't. Well, we can just enchant our enchantress. And yeah, just more captains and dwarfs, I guess. Let's see how our villager production can keep up. buys a third captain. So we want a villager here. So this is oh, wait a minute. Alright. So the enchantress I'm not sure what happened here. So we played a patron, which was enchanted by enchantress. Oh, alright, and then it was 1 card, 1 action, so that also acts as a village. So put all this stuff into play. That ordering might have been wrong. So this could be like Wharf and a caravan, and then we get more captains. Put a Wharf on top. So the enchantress enchants the thing we play with captain. Which confused me because durations don't get enchanted, right? Like Wharf doesn't get enchanted at the start of your turn, but Captain does because you place something from the supply, and durations are in play from last turn. But now he doesn't have Enchantress out, so we can use Captain as patron. Wharf here. Enchantress, Captain as patron. And now we can buy 2 captains. Put a Wharf on top. So just buy more captains, more Wharfs. We've both got 3 Wharfs, I think. Here he buys another Wharf. Thought he might buy another captain. So let's draw up. This will be enchanted, so it doesn't really matter what we play it as. So here we barely have enough villagers to play everything, right? So maybe like 2 Wharfs. More Wharfs are nice, of course, because means more buys. There's a captain down here, right? So this could just be, well, I mean, could be wharf captain. Then we have enough draw for now. And just get a coffer here. So we've got 5 wharfs, 2 is 3, and we both have 4 captains, I think. Should mean he also bottom decked one of his captains. We've got pretty similar decks. Mine has a little more stuff in it, like 1 more patron and a bit more wharfs. Maybe I've got 5 captains, 5 wharfs, and he bottom decked a wharf, because, well, we'll see. Patron. Play all of these as patrons. Oh, there's like 2 wharfs down there. That's a bit sad. So could be could start on provinces now. No, there's like wharf and a caravan down there, I think, because we have 1 caravan that's not in play. We've got 18. I mean, we could do like province captain. I think that's fine. Gain a coffer. Could also buy a silver. Don't know if we want that. We can just make money off our captains, right? Let's get a coffer instead. Put a wharf on top. Yeah, so it was wharf caravan down there. So our wharfs are a bit imbalanced. We only managed to put 1 play here. Even so, we have 5 to his 4. So I think we're looking good again. Also seems like a board where there's some kind of some amount of first player advantage. So here we might be able to finish. Could be like messenger for 2 enchantresses. Right, let's draw first and then. Does not have an edge out. Let's play these as patrons to get enough villagers. These Wharfs. So I think, right, messenger for enchantress, $4, then there's 4 enchantresses left, which is $12, 16 in total, and then we need to buy an estate with that, and it will be, which is 18, and we've got 12, 14, 16, 17, 18, yeah, that should be it, right? Play one more wharf, play the patron, these as patrons, the last one as messenger. And then we can end it. Can even buy a duchy and an estate with it. Alright, so we go 2-2 in this match, which is an improvement over the first match that I played, but I think I'm pretty unlikely to make top 8 now. I would have needed like 4 or 0 or 3-1 at least. But anyway, it was a fun match, and thank you everybody for listening, and see you next time. Bye.